What's up, guys? This is Terrence Lewis with LewisHelps. You're asking yourself, where do I start? Wholesale, flipping, rentals, multifamilies, mobile homes. Where do I start? I'm going to show you. Coming up. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Terrence with LewisHelps. Quick video. Hopefully, it's a quick video. Just want to go over some bullet points with you guys. I get questions from people all the time asking, hey, sometimes I'll go on Instagram and tell people, hey, man, for the next hour or so, I will answer any questions that you guys have about real estate. And the question I get time and time again is, either somebody that thinks they know which direction they're going in, and they're kind of like, what is they don't have enough knowledge to make a decision on that, or they have absolutely no clue. They just want to get into real estate. Well, as most of you guys know, real estate within itself, the term has everything to do from the transaction of selling real estate, loans. As a loan officer, you can be a contract or a coordinator or a transition coordinator. You can be an escrow, you can be in title, you could be a flipper, you could be a wholesaler, you could be a lease option individual. There's so many ways to get involved in real estate, right? So to narrow that down, I just came up with a couple points to talk to you guys about really quick, to share with you guys some information about giving you maybe some direction, so that way you understand where you're going in this real estate journey of yours and how to get the ball rolling. Okay, guys? So let's get into it. Let me show you guys what's up. Again, maybe take you a little bit down the path that I went in real estate. All right, guys. So I've started in real estate about 15 years ago, 2004, before the big crash in real estate, and I purchased a lot of property, upwards of $2 million in real estate. I started very young, very aggressive. They call me the bang bang, the trigger puller, right? Because I just bought it. And that doesn't mean it's necessarily a good thing. There's good, meaning I'm not afraid to jump into a deal. But on the other side, being young, 20 years old, I dove into a lot of deals that I shouldn't have been in. Looking back now, in a million years, I wouldn't have purchased half of the stuff that I purchased the way that I purchased it. But lesson learned, a lot of the individuals that are in real estate now, may not have this lesson of learning how to diversify and purchase right, and maybe the importance of doing it. But nevertheless, fast forward now, 15 years later in real estate, flipping multiple properties. I don't do the wholesale thing, but I heavy in the rental portfolio development, sometimes helping others develop their portfolio, but for the most part, selfish as hell, buying up as many properties as I can buy, flipping as many properties as I can flip, and enjoying it along the way. So to help, of course, a lot of you guys that are getting into real estate, you might see individuals like myself on the beach making money. You might see Lamborghinis. You might see some things that attract you. You might even see HGTV people flipping properties, and you're just so attracted to either the numbers or the lifestyle of the individuals that are portrayed in real estate. So that's kind of where you want to start your journey in this real estate thing. It's just kind of homing in. Now, when you're trying to find a path in real estate and which direction to go in, sometimes it starts with which direction you don't want to go in, right? And so you really want to just identify your strengths and weaknesses and your resources, right? And so, and also your passions, right? So if you're going to start a business or you're going to be in real estate, it doesn't matter. You want to, you do the things that you love to do. That way it's as little of work as possible. You're always going to have to do things you don't want to do. But when you're doing what you love to do, it just makes things so much sweeter. You love riding bikes, but you might not necessarily put, fixing tires and chains when they break on your bike. It's part of riding bikes, right? So identifying those things is kind of the number one thing I would realize, is just identify what it is that you want to or don't want to do, and what are the things that you love about real estate. So if you really love the aspect of helping homeowners, seeing individuals come into your property or buy your home, and you get gratification of people buying homes, you just may want to sell them, get a real estate license. But if you really feel that you want unlimited income potential, and you just really love the aspect of rehabbing properties, and then maybe that's the avenue for you. Now, when it comes to resources to help you home in on the type of real estate, well, if you have an uncle that's a property management company, that may help boost you. And so sometimes, going back to creating a plan, if you've created a plan to develop a certain amount of wealth, well, maybe the first step is doing something that's more in line with your resources. And it may not be the end game or the goal that you want to get to, but if your uncle's a management company, or your uncle's a contractor, well, then it may be advantageous to learn a significant amount of rehabbing property, because you have a leg up over other people, and you have a stepping stool to help get you involved in that and help make sure that you're successful. Okay, so those are some of the things to think about once you've compiled all that information about your resources, your education, and what you currently have as far as real estate. Then you want to get a plan, right? So I have a plan video on how to develop a plan, more about that. So I'm not going to use this video to talk a tremendous amount about a plan, but you definitely want to have a plan. Okay, guys? So just before we move on with the education and the resources, also your network. So you may take a few months just to educate yourself, go to networking events, meet other real estate agents, or meet other real estate investors, meet wholesalers. And as you compile the information of what it's like a kid going to college, right? Like, what do I major in? Well, go talk to some people that do jobs. I don't do jobs, but a computer tech. Go talk to an engineer. Go talk to a project manager, and you can kind of get a consensus of what those people are like, right? So network, educate yourself, and that can help culminate and help you create a plan. Now, with the plan, a plan is great because it gives you some direction. If you call me up and say, "Hey, Terrence, sorry about the dogs wrestling. I got little baby puppies, French bulldogs. So if you want one, please take them off my hands. RoyaltyFrenchies.com. That's my website for my dogs. So please come get a Frenchie if you want one. I need them gone. Anyway, plug. But anyway, so if you, what were we talking about? We were talking about plans, right? So you take a look at it and you start creating a plan. Now, just like if you start a plan to open up a donut shop. You may say, you know what? We're going to open up a donut shop. We're going to open up this building. We're going to start making donuts. Now, when you start making donuts, you might notice that people come in and start asking about bagels, right? And you're like, wow, we're getting so much inquiries about bagels. You know what? Let's modify the plan a little bit. Let's make some bagels. We have the equipment, right? So you start making bagels. And then you realize like 75% of your business is bagels. So then you may completely convert your plan over to start just doing bagels, right? Just selling bagels. It's the same way with real estate. You may have a plan of flipping property or wholesaling or buying rental properties, but as you get into the mix of it and you start engulfing yourself more into this business, your business model will change. But having a plan gives you steps, it gives you direction, it gives you momentum to start moving in a direction instead of learning about wholesaling today, how to put up bandit signs, how to do this, how to do that, and then right? There's a little bit of everything there. How to flip properties, how to flip virtually, how to wholesale virtually. There's so many different ways to get into real estate. So having a plan will help you talk to individuals like me or any other individuals that has real estate based knowledge and give you some direction. So now I can point you in the right direction, or at least explain to you what it's like on the other side of the fence, so you can really get a good consensus of this, if this is the direction that you want to go, right? Okay, so the next step, the last step, is to basically dive right in, right? So once you've done your education, you got all that going, now it's time to either do one or two things: dive in or get a mentor. Okay, so diving right in is how I did. I just started buying houses. We're going to learn from the school of hard knocks. We're going to get in here. We're going to take all the education we have and do our due diligence and hopefully minimize our risk. But guess what? You're still going to learn. You're still going to bump your head. So that's where a mentor comes into place. A mentor with the level of knowledge that I have, or even other individuals you may be following on Instagram or podcast or YouTube channels, those individuals may have mentorship programs. I don't have one, not this moment in time. Maybe later on there might be a little something up here to, I don't know. But right now, this is all free game, all free information for you guys. It's truly LewisHelps. It's love straight from me, straight to you on how to get involved in this game. I didn't have somebody when I was young sharing knowledge and giving me game on things that I can do. So this is my way of kind of helping you guys out, right? So plugging right in, diving right in, getting a mentorship, okay? A mentor is going to help you bypass all of that information, and you're going to get to things that you're going to deal with in homes, and you're going to be like, hey, well, should I get a permit to pull this and do these things, or should I? And that person can kind of guide you along the way. So having a mentor could be a very, very big stepping stool to helping you get involved in that. So if you need mentorship, I do have a couple that I put my name to that I do stand behind that are very good mentorship programs. So if you're looking for something like that, leave a comment or direct message me straight from LewisHelps.com, and we can help point you in the right direction to help you avoid that, right? So that's the key and consensus. So don't forget education, networking, right? Speaking of education, even at a young age, my son's here. He's watching me because he's starting his YouTube channel, right, guys? So he's watching to see how the flow goes and just to kind of see. So let me introduce you. Let me show you my son. He's got his YouTube channel coming up, so I might plug it in here to so you guys can go check him out if he does good right now. So I'm gonna question him really quick to see how he flows. Introduce yourself really quick.
What's up, guys? I'm T-Easy.
I think you might have already failed right there.
Yep.
I think you might have failed. I don't know. But let's check. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Now, my son is reading. What book are you reading right now? What book are you reading?
Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? So how do you like it so far?
It's pretty interesting.
Okay. Come in a little bit closer because we I don't know if we can see it. So, all right. So you said it's pretty interesting. So what are you learning from this book so far?
So far, this kid has two dads, and he finds a path. He finds out that he only has to choose one of the dads. So he chose the rich dad because he had a rich dad and a poor dad. So he had to choose the rich dad, and he's just going off from there, and now he's making a project with toothpaste.
Okay. Now, he's at the beginning stages of the book, obviously, because he's just learning about the two different dads. Now, of course, the story of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, so if you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. I should have got him Rich Dad, Poor Dad for kids, but I think he's, my son, I teach him young about credit, assets, liabilities. He's already into the game when it comes to that stuff. So what's interesting about Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the guy had a poor dad and a rich dad. What the public seen as poor, and he had what the public seen as rich, like a dad that had an education, had his degree, had a secure, good paying job, nice big house, right? Then he had another dad that was like, had just regular house, was chill, but had assets, had passive income, right? Like what was considered the poor dad, right? Now, this kid right here is in a similar type of situation, right? So what does your mom do for a living?
My mom is a dentist.
Okay. And more particular, what does she do in dentistry? Orthodontist, right? So she puts the braces on. Cha-ching, right? Should have kept that one. Yeah, not really. Anyway, so this one, and then he has me, right? Which could be considered poor dad, right? So now he's being taught two different dynamics, right? He's being taught go to school, right? Get an education,
Yeah.
right? Get debt, get education. Now, he won't have debt because I've already purchased properties and he has enough assets to pay for his school if he decides to go to school, right? So we're not falling in that trap. But go to school, get a good education, get a good paying job, right?
Right.
And then you got dad. How often do you see dad?
Not that often.
What are you talking about? You trying to play me out right now? Okay, dig in, get in here. What? So how often do you see me?
Like,
we don't have time, all the time in the world. I'm not about to plug your YouTube channel. Come on. How often do you see me?
Like every time my mom's not.
No,
at my
days of the week. How many days of the week do you see me?
I don't know.
Did you see me yesterday?
Yeah.
See me the day before? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. How many days of the week do you see me?
Every day.
Okay, every day, right? All right, so how often do you see your mom?
Not that much.
Okay, so not that much, right? So you've got a great paying suburban house. How big is your mom's house? Dig in a little bit more so you can see it.
It's pretty big.
Okay, so like how many bedrooms? He's
Two.
just too sloppy.
It's three.
His mom's got a 3,800 square foot house, right? So it's a huge house, track home, 3-car garage, like backyard, basketball court, right? Like it's nice. But he's here every weekend. He's with us most of the time. Vacations. We just got back from, where did we go?
The Saints country.
The Saints country? That's what you're telling people?
Yeah.
St. Thomas, St. Kitts, St. Lucius, St. Martin. Those are the islands,
Yeah, the
right?
islands.
All right, the Caribbean, right? So, all right, get out of here. I'm not plugging you. Go learn how to be on camera some more. Anyway, so maybe when he learns how to talk to you guys on camera, we can plug his channel, right? But he's starting a channel. We moved from the suburban life, moved to a farm life, so he's doing a channel. So if you guys want to know about it, leave a comment and I'll plug you with his channel, T Easy, and I'll show you guys. I'll let you guys show him around the farm, catching snakes, riding horses. They're all into the farm life now, and we've only been here for 6 months. So anyway, education, right? So you've got two different platforms. You got education, right? And then you've got, you got the networking part of it too, right? So just tie it back all into here. That was fun. That was great. But let's tie it all the way back together. So education is very important. You got to start reading books, getting educated, podcasts, going to networking events, and start reaching out to other individuals in real estate and networking and getting it tight. All right, guys? So not trying to drag this on too long. Just some free game for you guys, some more information. If you guys got some questions about this training or any other videos that you guys might have some questions on, dial in, tap in. Let me know. I'm here. I got my phone all the time. I'm ready to reach in and reach back out to you guys and help you guys through this process. So dial in, tap in. Let me know if you guys have questions. All right, guys, that's it for us. All I got for you guys today. It's getting hot and sweaty in here. I'm about to get up out of here. So let me know. Don't forget, like, subscribe, thumbs up, notifications if you guys want some more videos, and share, man. You know the deal. So check me out. All right, guys? So there's more videos coming. This is Terrence Lewis with LewisHelps. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. And I'm out.